Each week, American History TV's Real America brings you archival films that provide context for today's public affairs issues.
On the last evening in March 1968, the stage was set. Shortly before 9 p.m. Washington time, in the midst of last-minute electronic preparations, President Johnson put the finishing touches on his address to the nation. Finally, with the reassuring presence of his family seated nearby, the president was ready to deliver one of the most important speeches of his entire life, a speech that would alter the course of world history.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. Tonight I want to speak to you of peace in Vietnam and Southeast Asia. No other question so preoccupies our people. No other dream so absorbs the 250 million human beings who live in that part of the world. No other goal motivates American policy in Southeast Asia.
First, addressing himself to the continuing problem of Vietnam, the president outlined plans for a unilateral American de-escalation of that conflict.
Tonight, I have ordered our aircraft and our naval vessels to make no attacks on North Vietnam, except in the area north of the demilitarized zone where the continuing enemy buildup directly threatens Allied forward positions and where the movement of their troops and supplies are clearly related to that threat. The area in which we're stopping our attacks includes almost 90% of North Vietnam's population and most of its territory. Thus, there will be no attacks around the principal populated areas or in the food-producing areas of North Vietnam. Even this very limited bombing of the North could come to an early end if our restraint is matched by restraint in Hanoi.
The president issued an appeal for unity among the American people and went on to speak in moving words of the future he foresees America attaining. But it was in the final moments of his speech that he voiced the syllables which stunned the nation and reverberated around the world. To a disbelieving audience of countless millions, President Johnson announced the decision that had been many months in the making, but only resolved within himself in the final hours of March.
With American sons in the field far away, with America's future under challenge right here at home, with our hopes and the world's hopes for peace and the balance every day, I do not believe that I should devote an hour or a day of my time to any personal partisan causes or to any duties other than the awesome duties of this office, the presidency of your country. Accordingly, I shall not seek and I will not accept the nomination of my party for another term as your president. But let men everywhere know, however, that a strong and a confident and a vigilant America stands ready tonight to seek an honorable peace and stands ready tonight to defend an honored cause, whatever the price, whatever the burden, whatever the sacrifice that duty may require. Thank you for listening. Good night, and God bless all of you.